First, laboratory, Noguchi Memorial Institute for Medical Research, Kumasi Center for Collaborative Research, KCCR, Veterinary Services Department, Laboni, Komfanochi Teaching Hospital, Kumasi, Veterinary Services Department, Takrade, Veterinary Services Department, Tamale, Public Health Reference Laboratory, Tamale, and the Public Health Reference Lab at Sekendi, Takrade. Others are the University of Health and Allied Sciences Laboratory, WHO, Council for Scientific and Industrial Research, Accra, Navrongo Health Research Center, and Navrongo. It's in also the rest include MDS Lancet, East Legon, Naho Diagnostic Laboratory, Accra, Akai House Laboratory, Accra, Leiden Medical Laboratory, the Trust Hospital Company Limited, and C-Lab Ghana. It's in the Ministry of Health for also Ediabetuja so far as coronavirus is concerned. Now, Kobby. Say Endra. Yeah, the Betuja say coronavirus affects the male erectile something. Now, reading from CNN, CNN for the story about or say, does COVID-19 impact male fertility? That is the big question. Experts urge caution about new evidence. It's in your issue also by in Chebeka and Kakramity for
say you're live on Facebook. You're live on Facebook in case omo question I say now who is Chumwa Monko share by your son of a fair baby. Fine girl pa. Some catch me say today we today I am proposing on air. Yes, I am telling you. I am proposing on air. And I was a woman guy was say, the drive time host on Naye. Drive time host, you know, on Naye. Was sorry about. Was sorry, Obian friend, why you are going over Hasianopa. Oh, Mahanopa. Me name there, I am oh, you to my costing magic. You are causing a stay. I told you, sir, in the studios of Playhouse, you are causing people's few and no more than your neighbor. And then we should be out of by. Onja shin too high and the foul beyond Naha. The foul beyond Naha. Nick, oh no, we don't need anybody to handle the camera for us. My brother, you are not a technical man. And the Zoom in a say, I'm out of reference phone. So, oh, you Chumwa, look at what you are causing. Fine voice, fine face. Oh God, that's a very good thing to do. It's a bit for Oba. Okoneti now the wire day. Wash Okoneti no wash na. Obi ehunde ekoso ene nkomo e babedino. Ebedi nkomo afa COVID-19 in the rise of Nkwalano, the way Nkwala see our COVID no so it's
a very big problem. Very big problem.
Oh, the bidding come after no now you're saying the come after security service no idea or man pini catch on someone no and no more yana na now you're saying it come after Yura Mahama. The old comunu, yes, Yama Yura Mahama, El Comunu, the baby home come say court or does it stand a chance of winning a year the air course war court now say, but it's just like that. And see, you bidding come up, I want you to share your experience when it comes to COVID-19. You know, maxing up, and I say what you have seen. Say police for any young for police for any soldiers for no. I don't want the young for share your experience with us. Either Facebook or you send a WhatsApp message.
And also the general public compliance.
Yes,
to all the safety protocol.
No, Kofula, we say I'm sick, but something must kill a man, so I'm coming.
Your ticket to the studio is my puka.
Yes,
no, you are coming and you are not
with the puka.
Yes, you are not coming with the
puka. The shop is already open.
Don't even venture to enter.
The shop is already open.
You have a bouncer here.
That shop, the puka shop is open. If you want coming, get a puka before you enter. Simple as that. Well, it's ebusia for Facebook and also send a WhatsApp message with me send it my 0241 692755 0241 692755. But to me, as any message, share with us your experience with the police and as security personnel, sir. Enforce the wearing of nose masks. Now, your general view over how the public itself is complying to whatever is happening in our country. Share your experience. Maybe work of food trotro na when you say yeah discipline will be trotro yes. So mano o my ntwaso
Kobby,
yeah,
now when you say ebinumu start say double nose mask. Oh yeah, are you aware of that fact?
Oh yes,
people have begun wearing double nose mask in town. But me say say like, is it advisable? Because sometimes even with the single one, sometimes you find it very difficult to catch your breath.
Really?
Yes, so I don't know whether it's advisable.
It looks like they are even advocating say yanko fan Tumadian because Tumadian na yes into
which are working be.
Baudi and Kramuka is a professional kakra.
If you are informal
it's a matter of go.
It's Kobby.
Yeah.
And now in some idea to just say COVID-19 affect the male erectile functioning. This is a bit of science to put it into perspective. Reading from CNN. Severe cases of COVID-19 might impact the quality of man's sperm, thus possibly impacting his fertility. According to a new study published Thursday in the journal Reproduction, this is a quote. This report provides the first direct evidence to date that COVID-19 infection impairs semen quality and make no reproductive potential, the study said. However, experts not involved in the study were immediately skeptical about the report's conclusion and urged caution in overgeneralizing the research finding. They went ahead to say, and this is a quote, I need to raise a strong note of caution in their interpretation of these data. For example, the authors state that their data demonstrate that COVID-19 infection causes significant impairments of male reproductive function, yet it only actually shows an association, said Alan Passy, a professor of andrology at the University of Sheffield in South Yorkshire, United Kingdom, via email. I think the aftermath effect of COVID-19 on the male reproductive organ and our system it is gradually gathering momentum. It means and I might go for airborne double nose mask called Senka. A yipa there be other double massa. And I could be saying, so I'm hoping I say, and it ever had into go for ancient ye. Who's a copy say, Yemen for other countries. By Yemen, do like I say, say, Otto said, a bit enhanced near the idea. You see how people trip in to patronize those sounds like I didn't buy any car say I think the mail will remember now no matter what they because you're on a border with you are masking on double entry.
Wait, let me find out from Chuma. Are you going to entertain your husband getting to know very well that this virus, when you contract it, it might actually have a very negative effect on your husband, especially when it comes to
okay, first of all, I have to make sure that he always marks up because it's really important. No, not that precisely, but
Oh, but I didn't hear.
the health is in here.
And then, oh yes, help in here, but I didn't hear. Yeah, you getting to know, so this is the thing that. Mankashi. I don't know why amount for Kase Play Money is one dangerous organization. How can a show be an organization?
It tells you how big the Play Money is. It tells you how big the Play Money is. Yes. Everyone wants to be part of the Play Money. And our arms are widely open to accept each and everyone. Yes, to accept all and sundry. Every time they can hurry.
Okay, so if you are sending experience, I'll say I'm from Zomo Junction, they come. I come. I say, why the virus tell military men? Everybody they wear masks from mate to driver to seller. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. About four shares your messages. It's a very nice.
It's Kobby. And I see. Over handle camera. No. Now, Kobby. Yeah, that's all COVID news and seminar because say you're doing much on the COVID issue.
Yes.
Because the effect it has on the individuals and the nation. You know, say you call lockdown, affecting the economically. So what I say, individuals were really suffering, families. What I say, and all that. People even lost their loved ones.
Yeah.
And still losing them.
Yeah.
And still losing them on the mercy of and on the cruelty of COVID-19. But when we mask up and we adhere to all the safety protocols, now this is one worrying situation still on COVID-19. 13 more deaths recorded. Active cases now 3,940. Reading from Star FM News. And I think it is surging by the minute. It is surging by the minute. 13 more people have died from COVID-19 in Ghana, taking the country's death to 390 from 377. The latest updates from the Ghana Health Service revealed that 625 new cases have been recorded, with the active cases now 3,940. So far, Ghana has recorded a total of 63,883, with 59,553 people recovering from the highly infectious disease. It's in the then they went ahead to give the cumulative cases per region, and I will take time to go through that. Case count from highest to lowest per the regional breakdowns. Greater Accra region 37,117, Ashanti region 11,895, Western region 3,392, Eastern region 2,779, Central region 2,245, Volta region 896, Bono East region 806, Western North region 695, Northern region 672, Bono region 654, Upper East region 577, Ahafu region 539, Oti region 246, Upper East region 186, Savannah region 63, and Northeast region 25. It's for election vote and coronavirus cases recorded per the regions, the 16 regions in Ghana. It is so far all the 16 regions recorded the coronavirus cases. Maybe it's Kobby. In some way, she whatsoever into say a boy who by na young boy who by ye. Send na March new April. President what you say. The best way to show people say you love them is to stay away. Yes, we still have to go back to those days and adhere strictly to the protocols.
And some yeah. When things are that way, a hard drink but when anything, and yet the Vienna but we would actually encourage each and everyone say there is a need for you to max up at every point in time, and it is really going to help if you determine to max up. It is really going to help you, and it will help the nation itself. Kaine who say yankwala no mbetine fie almost a year without going or stepping into their classrooms, and it's actually had an impact on them. Many nkwala ni bi edi nkomo na nkwala ni edi nkomo no or someone na bi mo kan say omo ba school no ade a omusua no, it is more than time no more year online no. Because I'm all online, I quite say I video ba could be pen idea more and ya send out to platform so no machine no more their assignment. But ba school no ade omusuan it is more. Nti let us say whilst they are away from the classroom, it had an negative impact on them. Nti yen hwe say lockdown e be sen ba bi na ya call lock schools up na afidie emu nsensem ni na e be sen sorry nti e pamocho baby bia onam make sure you are in your marks. Now Osha marks now Osha marks now Osha marks now nti you wanna share marks into a part to box say ne to one e odin to box ni si wo
yeah o comment no way
because auto box na ebia auto box ni for 25 cedis and 35 cedis scramble cra. It is far better than say what to 1 cedi 1 cedi times 5 no 5 cedis
Kobby
na 5 cedis no 7 days na be pia times 7 7 cedis na ka auto 35 you to feel pre kwa anka a meeting a year.
Kobby yes and for say in as much as say the medical one I said the medicated one is a medical one whichever suits it right. No 1 cedi
yeah
you can still go ahead to wear the cloth one.
Oh yeah
senior meme say senior meme say anyway usable usable but for
so ohra ni ye
all the same yeah no what to so me we na some heading me she it you be an wine sir and I me share for 3 days
that way
me yes ade no
max so we share for 3 days
be 5 what you see we set 12 hours no way now we see so and now the disposable ones no so
yeah
timi so be there now both or the koye den or the koye den both sir
we be on them
what happen
not even I'm not for see a more disposable nose mask.
Really?
Yes. I think so. I came around. I came across something. No, but connecting on their hanging. Was it very 5?
Sure.
I'm not their hanging driver.
It is the age.
Me a pex squad.
They are the auto plan.
Me a pex squad. That's all they say.
Oh, I mean, like it's very bad. We have to make our listeners know say it's very bad.
Oh yes.
It is not meant to be
very bad.
After using it, no. Concerning no.
I'm using 2 days, no. Munjai.
Sadin Munjai.
Munjai. 2 days using Munjai.
Sadin Munjai.
I say the late Rollins or Kacha Anita ni so to say Samanano.
Except for this FS we are still eulogizing
Anita Sini Baba,
former president.
I'll see me any Baba.
If you produce a pacho, I don't know what you say.
Any Baba, and they are now Susadi and Munjai, Samanano, Munjai. Obika say amba studio ni.
Say we
kakere won. Otumi tinefie. In India, yeah, ontumi tinefie no. Eti se loose marks no to say we usable ones ni media pacho
the disposable ones.
The disposable ones.
It's not meant for reuse. Me how who enkosi. Me how. And it is say ultimate for there. Just get the cloth one. Nasi hata natosu na isi. And one we are good to go. We are good to go. We are all protecting ourselves. And so we for 3 days, 2 days now buffing. Esa krampuna ultimate say one kasa so ebe affected.
It's a for mama yenti Anita Di Soso Ninsem Nibi na Rollins Katreno.
When we had the chance, we made an outcast of our own, allowing our rivals to recognize the true worth and offer him such a sensitive national anti-corruption role. What does that make of us? In spite of all these, Anita, what does that make of us? Anita, me felt guilty. Anita said me every papa. Me every papa. In spite of all these, but she's getting too fair. Yẹn sani ọmọ mi samara no ẹnyẹ ẹsi ẹyẹ mi báwo eti ma mi nta ẹkyi bi ọmọ ti na wọn ta sẹ mi yẹ ìjàpá wọn ta sẹ mi yẹ ìjàpá. Children, never to know what I said.
It's a Anita Di Soso Naija. On any papa roll is enya on my encounter no. And assembly is here. Oh, Madina Haya.
Oh wow.
Yes, June 4th. No, we do Madina social welfare. Yes, and assembly is here. Hona Anita Di Soso ja. Okokoto pa papacho say insensenyi ijom kopa mo hocha mo settle mo issues but Rollins the one fake akre njana wachene say enye onu no Rollins no so this is another part of him whether open asem and open asem no
I mean
you fall in love with
yes.
So at every point in time he makes fun of something so that he will release tension hono nti ose achina so bi mu na ka tren so ya papa Anita Di Soso next time we better tell umba cause do umba o ka samna no asema ose ni ka we do fair oh baba ji
come
yeah
yen to aso page 7 of the Daily Graphica you say Kobby you say you about to say nkola no so no and now you record say 11 days
yeah
old baby were contracting COVID-19 yes, and I don't know what really contributed to that. Now in same teacher, this is an editorial from the Daily Graphic reading from page 7. Exclusive breastfeeding matters to our babies. Despite all the potential advantages and 3 decades of promotional efforts, exclusive breastfeeding still remains short of expectations, with a consistent low rate of practice in Ghana since its inception. This point is further buttressed by a survey finding which indicated that breastfeeding for newborns in the Bono region had declined from 67% in 2008 to 43% in 2017. The multiple indicator cluster survey, which was conducted by UNICEF in collaboration with the Ghana Statistical Service, established even more negative outcomes. For instance, the rate of decline in stunting among children in the region was slowed, with over 13% of children still too short for their ages. While wasting was on the increase, with about 1 in 10 children being too thin. According to the 2008 Ghana Demographic Health Survey, exclusive breastfeeding, which was 67% in the region in 2008, dropped to 52% in 2014, with the 2017 MICs showing a further decline to 43%. Those were not the kind of outcomes the World Health Organization expected when it recommended exclusive breastfeeding in the early 1990s. At the time, the aim was to promote optimal growth and development and protect children against several diseases, including diarrhea, upper respiratory infections, and other common infections. In Kobby, you say exclusive breastfeeding, it really matters. It matters most to our babies and their development. You see, you say people are too short for their age. And I'm saying,
people are too what?
Or see, with over, or say, okay, for instance, the rate of decline in stunting among children in the region was slowed. Stunting is matter with over 13% of children still too short for their ages, while wasting was on the increase, with about 1 in 10 children being too thin.
Wow.
Jesus of Fonzie, any shorting goes, and Kuana. Or Fonzie's, any shorting goes, and Kuana. By internet exclusive breastfeeding, it really matters to the development of our babies, and also it helps to build their immune system as well. And you know, say one sure way to fight the COVID-19 disease is to have a strong immune system. With the exclusive breastfeeding, it is really going to boost the immune system of the babies, thereby lowering their risk of contracting the COVID-19 disease.
Odo no for your life and the mama.
Oh, my mom, man.
Sure.
Yeah, very sure.
Maybe so good that. So maybe so good that. Say, what the Maukuna and Adima man and Adimo life, we would hear the other man. Oh, okay. All right. So, let's say, to me, the man you pa. Exclusive. Let's say, I need government 1 year.
Exclusive, no. The
rate at which amount for bought it and so some kind of 1 year.
There be again sometimes
1 year. Would be man enough there much of years.
Sometimes they be a jeans, because we do more exclusive sounds of what. From a home. Telephone. You so high the cocoa sound is if a show must say, but over you say he.
Coco, your bomb Moriko pa to Colabrima. Oh, boy. On Morgoda.
Oh, yeah.
Uni ground mida.
Maintain by Manumida.
Uni untanum. No more. What is a bomb man pa?
Me service in me
a bomb man pa like a bomb to me show move soon. Okay. I
thought it was the soup, like the soup
and quite cocoa and gankam or cocoa.
Okay, so one mostly what are the
oh dear, I saw the brewing Katia and a one. A Bruno pa and a Tom Brown. So the Bonipa, cause and the money maybe be into all I am now in children and groom a San Dema. I am tired of hospital. It is only a burning cat and I say literally from Brown. A burning crown out I say a man brown a blachi and Sabe Pepe. Now saying I bear from the millet near the millet after. But only a burning cat, yes. Even doing it on Brown. Only so good a Tom Brown. Okay. Well, one makes it one for sugar and fry.
Okay.
Tom Brown
and the company are more healthier. And no
uncle a Nikanti. I said I'm free. Oh, into particles oh yes. Oh yes.
The benefits, the 10 benefits of a brewing cat.
Yes.
Graphic and times.
Graphic and times. You are near the coffee book man so the Abba.
Sir.
Cause Sadi and you coffee book man and so it's Cafo Neto. Opa ko itli go na go bisa ba ko bo. Any Madina prize and say
demographic differentials.
Yes, Kofi Brookman. Na so be ko na Mercedes a park wo ho twen. Say MB na Kofi Brookman on jine de onko. So Kofi is not broke.
No, how can Kofi be broke? No Kofi is broke. Never.
It is one of my favorites anyway.
It can never happen. I think says how I need to exercise in the medical court.
Oh no, maninko sa. Maninko sa it's kafoni nyanto.
Kofi Brookman says saying. Titi be don we am tiao. Titi or me say he's doing the listening. Titi.
So odidi ni kokota. The problem kakra bebre me.
Ade.
A bed din say me tobi.
Hey.
You get it?
A bed din say me tobi.
Yes. You. On say akwakoye bibi te say eskafo eduane. Na eskafo eduane e dey hiafo din ato so. Oh, enti ujira ho na wo ta obi ebu so ye ni. Ubibi enti na wo to no.
Na dey tiri omde ko fa ho.
Say na ye.
I'm so going to call me Brookman and day.
Are Kofi.
Like what normally Kofi. And nice. And nice can only Kofi. And nice. No, Kofi. Like I'm speaking on behalf of the Kofis.
Oh, Kofi for Mumba together now.
I'm speaking on behalf of the Kofis.
Kofi.
I'm not being lead council.
Why council? Now Muslim Nunko Kano Mambono.
And they say the fellow,
Nabosumno.
Yes, I'm running the first ritual.
Senase Nabosumno. Nabosumno Munye Jume, snap from the battle to win now, Sashi Abrenum. And I don't know why you do what you want to try it through. Or say, Slava, Yano Dibogiana. It was a form of a OBK page, so I'm going to share that.
Kofi Obed.
Mr. Pomebo. Come I'll call you by your
it is an Abu Dinasha.
Mr. Pomebo.
If we bounce to the chair.
F4 of a studio. F4 call to have a new cockra. Afiasa ni I make a crack new over. What is the F4 Jagbata? F4 Pomebo. Vafi.
You come in here.
My mama is not sorry. Because it is a spirit. It's a spirit. And anytime you find yourself in that spirit, so to me, a display. And that's how I am better. Into OBK, next time Obi the snap a bro is what Shana one touch it. Shana one touch it. Snap Nikrabu crack up and all the channel crack on the chain. No, I'll go for jag. Also be the jag a trash snap that.
Kobby,
yeah.
Stories in the doors eating a yellow
Aqua the book I buy.
Yeah, ma ubia and you crap publicity.
Aqua the book I buy. I found one pew. Okay, it's two more. Then I will assign Edema.
Okay, so Oko Ghanaian Times, page 23. I say, WOM donates food items to 400 widows and orphans. This is a very good initiative because also COVID, orphans need widows who are. I think it's very helpful.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry now. I say the widows and the orphan movement, WOM, a non-governmental organization, has presented some food items to 400 vulnerable widows and orphans in the Upper East region as part of its social protection project. The gesture, with the funding support of Oxfam Ghana, was part of efforts to provide food supplies to the vulnerable, including persons with disability, to relieve the hardship of the outbreak and the spread of the coronavirus disease.
Kobby, so senior, I think it's a good initiative. A movement, widows and orphan movement on, yes. Organization, great. And I think it is good because they are the vulnerables in society, and the coronavirus pandemic, I hate we are seeing now, of which Ghana is no exception. Even the abled, the so-called abled, Charlie, only so. Yes, they're having a hard time to fend for themselves.
Yeah, NASA. And I go like, why?
And imagine orphans and widows.
But Rebecca it's here for say almost share say someone to turn your megufie.
Yeah. Because the way the cases
Almost share say someone to turn your megufie because at least all to turn your megufie time PAP and come marketing sir. And you know say a lot of times marketing na
she said why did you wanna for
yeah ba lo talk about it is I want to turn your megufia on rushing cocoa market sir and the bibia of yenti mayor ya utimi
don't you think say with that ebema you finishing panic buying so aba
no like anything America's omon share so omon to say auto no kakan kakra e le gufie but say o kote say bibi say baso na say so rushing na okona okoto a na ama ensema akoye de ho nti say o share say kakra e bia nde okwa wato o milk say 2 cartons anu wato preko
but like do you foresee any
possible
lockdown?
Oh, yeah. Because the way the case is rising the case
for lockdown now it's a no. For lockdown now is a no.
Okay.
But if we are able to locate some of the districts and our towns down.
Oh, okay.
Maybe our cases also. Yes. But for a general lockdown dear a bedding.
I think for me so I think say the ultimate thing they say you have to adhere to the protocol.
That is the thing.
Because we don't want to experience whether a regional lockdown or a metropolitan or municipal lockdown like locality. We don't have to experience that.
Yes.
Because at the end of the day it affects the individuals. It affects the local now lockdown and it goes a long way to affect the nation. So what I say because everyone say a farming community so to speak how do they go and farm yes you farm produce nibi any all those things the economic activities it will be restricted depending on where the lockdown was instituted. For me I think we should adhere to the protocols. That is the safest thing to do. Then we can still go about our normal businesses.
Simple.
So what I say. So adhering to the protocols is the only window out of the situation now. Say tinti. Now the COVID we are recording cases of death now. So it tells you say the coronavirus is real, and we have to protect ourselves.
It is. Who say former CEO of a forestry commission, Ora Kojo Owusu, a free popularly known as Sir John. Neye Emreno, the date about out.
Wow.
Yes. Na Sir John, you will see Sir John on the 25th of February. 25th of February na. Enyama bakokoso nti eja obi bisa say na adentina Sir John dada yensie ni ya ande sisi ani data ba bontin nti yemia yeni say yo bibia ya say hwene ye yo bibia ya ehwena ye yenye eno so nti ma no bibi bi mo hono ma
yo na Kobby I need the whole sues NDC boy for defamation. 10 million Ghana cedis in damages.
Charlie.
10
million. Let's get to
Sa 10. Into no na sa story Star FM News omo capture the CEO of Atameus Institute Koku Anidoho has hauled Jifa Gunu, an aide to former President John Mahama before court for defamation. Anidoho is accusing Gunu of casting serious insinuations on his integrity through defamatory comments he made in a Facebook article on January 16, 2021. Gunu, in a post on his Facebook wall, among other things, accused the former National Democratic Congress Deputy General Secretary of making several attempts on the life of former President Mahama by visiting shrines in Benin and Togo to cause his premature death. A writ prepared by lawyers of Anidoho stated. Intino Kobby, near if you are also ebano, which is a writ no, and I say, Samuel Koku Anidoho, Yafa Uwishu Ansa Accra. He is the plaintiff. And versus Jifagunu Usu Accra. She is the defendant. Intinia, if you are also ebano, Oko Star FM News. Signing now the statement of claim order 11 rule of CI 47. Now you have the images there, so you can log on to Star FM News and read the details for yourself. Now, Kobby Yabako court. Court. Now, election petition, Supreme Court not being fair to Mahama. Marietta Brew, and a design in Abetuja. Marietta Brew, and you move your heart, Yatini Dean Payne. The former Attorney General and Minister of Justice, Marietta Brew, appear upon has described as unfair the rulings by the Supreme Court panel hearing the election petition. Addressing journalists after Thursday's hearing, appear upon, who is also a member of the NDC legal team challenging the legitimacy of the 2020 election, said the arbitrary dismissals of their application, despite their superior arguments, are unfair to the petitioner. Intinia also edit to Ija Enono. Now, Kobby, and then I hearing no ever starting. And then I hearing no ever starting. Now, a seeding Ketia, any Pesa White, they are going to be the witnesses. My member, I be the more Pese White. Pese White. Are you? Pese White. You.
Anna Bakono so, Obon Koku, Koku. Okay. It's Koku. Anidoho. Koku. Any Pese White. I say, everybody na Oma say anko chie for a say be say omudin. Oh, say ni dey we dey now. You go say di na. See obi akwa defame na okoje no 1 million yi. But sa man many jihu. Masa like it will make everyone responsible. Like court system fast track Charlie. I'll make some few dollars out of some people around. They'll be sure. Sometimes your court no can own a man for and take some of the responsibilities when it comes to nyama ekoso ewo or my brabum, because sometimes when the assembly court rate at which and can expect to say they act on no to me acting on sa mao intiana manava quiet most of the times it's something difficult and it makes you feel like you should take the case out of court and go and act with a obigin go for no, but obigin say starting no more snap ninti omo yakro fee. So our court system would have to be regulated well. At times I want to be born some be good pa, but jabeni den kakra ebefa pa. It's a bit for enchebia ye the review no be na wie. Enti enchebia ye the nsensem beba na wie na ye be di nkomo kakra bi with the ongoing courts na course no, because na amanfo they are former Attorney General what me about like I say the Supreme Court has not been fair with the NDC osha ne kwanswa ana say okase mbisa keke. These are questions we need to be asking ourselves, and it requires some 1 or 2 answers. And for in case na say o join here asoma ye bisa ne say NDC omo case na e koso no any easy ni so this is not an NEC thing cra, it is Mahama, it is Akufo-Addo, and it is easy. Yes, and Sanko 4-3 way and kasa, and the NDC legal team, you know, so about Ebeka say they haven't been fair. The Supreme Court hasn't been fair with a year Yura Mahama. Oshe do ya case ne kona in the room. Mano Chumwa.
Would you go first?
No.
Yo, Kobby.
Yeah.
Osha. Senior in 70 any day. Say in the room. Say in the room. First of all, I have to tread on cautious grounds. Yes, because legal issues.
Yes, and it is an ongoing case as well. So
now I think say CC and pay the follow-ups now. Pay the follow-ups now. You know. There are other things here. Say So what I say. Into with what is actually going on.
Yeah.
They wanted a review.
Okay.
You're listening to Playhouse Radio.
I want to say me kofa enyim we me ba you beto so Stone Boys DJ Mame everlasting almost my ko this car nti jama mba ahia na Stone Boy won tua me kanti
I tell you this one be the vibe. Every woman is a superwoman. Every woman is a champion. We know nobody. If them know they our body. Chaka baby, do one soko baby. We no go hear nobody. One more can I hear no more. Messi see my soul at the lumba. We be gone till November. Leading up in a Bermuda. Other me say so I give me sugar. Hey, Enzio. Hey, Chaka baby, do one soko baby. We no go hear nobody. One more can I hear no more. Anyway, show me no room for the community. No no soon name it, name it. Ayalelo, God bless it. You call me baby, God bless it.
You're listening to Playhouse Radio, the best. Playhouse Radio. Play morning with Kobby Wealth.
Emoji,
Okay, it's for your nephew, Mama, media ballasted. Stone boy, yeah, that's it. I understand, yeah. Session after the air, Quacoya, and Yaquacoya, everlasting. And see, I'm all your submissions being seen.
Yeah, into Kobby, none American say, yeah. Who say petitioners, no? Almost file on the petition to the Supreme Court concerning the outcome of the 2020 elections, you know. Say neither them nor any of the 12 candidates are standing for the elections, you know, attain the 50% plus one vote to have been declared the president of Ghana. Therefore, they are contesting the EC. Say Argentina declare Nanado the president. Pay checks are so they filed the petition. Now filed the petition in a Supreme Court panel headed by His Lordship Justice Enin Yebra. Okay, say okay. CCRD and Kobby Wealth, yes, designated some days for the election petition, which is 42 days. Almost 42 days, and the hearing no any BBR. Yes, it's a matter of agency, and they need to expedite the justice process. Okay, fine. The lead counsel for the NDC, and also Ebeka say, over some 12 interrogatories for the first respondent, which is the EC. And our Supreme Court can say there be on penny Emma Sawini Enkoso. So there's going to be a cross-examination into all those 12 questions, could be asked at that stage. And I had this case in also a tone change. But then they went ahead to first of all, they asked for a review of the application. Some mistakes before crowns are ever international. It's court no more chance and more amend those mistakes and mobile and some will be asking for the 12 interrogatories, court and demand and grant Then they came again for a second review where at a point they defaulted in submitting their witness statements and legal arguments. On a stipulated data, the first respondent, second respondent, then the petitioners, they defaulted on Franco. And on they are seeking for another review of the application. And according to CDB, and a journey case, then they were charged to submit their witness statement and a legal argument. They did that as being charged to. Then still now they want like a review of a compoma isino a council by say okay the young grant but still now the Supreme Court stood to their ground say no, they are not going to allow that since they can still do that during the cross examination period. Therefore, it became back and forth, and the Supreme Court unanimously ruled say, Sisiano, review application on interrogatories, it has been quashed, it has been dismissed outright, it has been dismissed categorically. What you say? Yes, it's an emphatic and categorical no to their request. Therefore, the trial is going to start today. The hearing trial, it is going to start today.
Okay.
There's been some banter up and down. We see, when people say, we shouldn't sacrifice that, and I'm quoting or paraphrasing the lead counsel for the petitioners.
Okay.
I say we shouldn't sacrifice justice expedition for justice. We said then. That was, he said something in the region of that. And the second respondent, the first respondent second, But I said the second respondent, which is the president, the side, so they are doing more of the talking. I say he's inside the Omai Din Kakra. And almost the reply said no. It is cited in the CI, say this and this and this, and that CI was amended in 2016. So per the second petitioners, see, they thought say the NDC thought the NDC thought say they were going to win the 2016 election, which the NPP wouldn't be okay with. They will go once again to court to seek for redress. So they amended that CI in as a matter of expedition. Because Osha the previous the 2012 one, it took about 8 months and some almost coming to a conclusion before the judges came out with their verdict. Until they instituted the new CI to fast track the hearing process. Now for more and former Attorney General and Minister of Justice, Madam Marietta Blue, now Saturn Chief Justice. So you are privy to this ACI. Yet, maybe Kukwasa, so the second respondents, they are not happy about the conduct of the petitioners. So what I say. So this is what has happened in a recap to what really ensued in court since the hearing date till now. Now Sisha and the hearing on best starting, and we are looking forward to a smooth process. What I say, a smooth process. And so far I think say it has been smooth so far, even though some of the parties are not that okay with the decisions and outcomes of request being there. But generally, as a neutralist and as a Ghanaian, I think say it is a good test to a justice system and as a judiciary once again. 2012 it was spectacular. Now this time the amendments being there, and we are hoping to say it will be an improvement of the previous experience. So we are looking forward to having a good time in court. Because why do you have a good time? Since banta, but then we are learning a lot as citizens. Yes, we are learning a lot. Because you have a pink sheet near the day in the 2012 years. You and I were not there.
Yes.
So what I say. So we are hoping to hear new terms and terminologies so far as this 2020 election petition is concerned, Kobby.
Okay, Chumwa, what's your take on that?
Well, it's a very interesting case, and well, let's see what happens, because I really don't support this court whole issue. It had happened before and nothing came out of it. It proved futile. Though we learned a lot of things, and I don't think this time it's going to change. I say, so we are just hoping that the best or the person who won or the real truth will prevail. That's all.
One player say, no Caribbean won't be a baby, just saying, you move and here. But you share a year, the rate at which COVID-19 is rising in the midst of our kids. Is this something we are supposed to be looking out for? Is this something Yebeka said the president should close the schools? Because in Kuala, as young as 11 days, me enya COVID-19 school na is it going to have an impact on the kids?
Okay, so with the 11 days child now or contracted the virus now, I've just been wondering how. Is it from the hospital, from the health personnel, or the mother? Like, what happened? Because kind stories is doctors and the health people are not putting on, the frontline workers are not putting on nose masks.
Nose masks,
Could it have been a transfer or what? Because it's really problematic. 11-day-old child contracting a COVID is some way be, and I think that if kids are getting it more than even the outdoors, then there is a problem.
There's a problem.
And children in class 1, KG, you know they are not going to wear the masks. Even they may go to school with the masks, but they play together, they do everything together.
They may go to school with the mask, like with the mask on,
but they
may not return.
Exactly, because I saw a video of a small child as or the scarf be at unity, and not the masks no, at unity and she was. I don't know. People found it funny, but it wasn't funny. Because say I'm not the non-pies not the coffee.
Yes.
So into the free school na
so with such kids, no. But you uncle be on so they are used to max, no. What the channel? Obesha to say obeba.
But I think the parents should do something about it, because if you talk to your child and he or she listens, then you can have an influence or an impact.
And my max is nicer than yours. Let me wear yours too. That is true. That is one thing now, Omoye. My max is nicer than yours. Let me wear yours too. Then now for the man baby. But if you better say Asia. But my concern is that say Akwala as young as 11 days, it's me in your COVID. I didn't think that you go so ABA schools.
Kobby, I think say these are some of the issues Sisiano Adrenjin Atu and Penny Force. Because these issues arise at a point ye be schools before you be schools name record here. And you know what I say before and I say previously we weren't testing the kids. We weren't testing them. We said they might have contracted it, but then we're not testing them. So how do we know whether they had the virus or they didn't? But this time around I think they are testing the kids as well. Yes. Sometimes they testing, taking the swipe near the so our kids in the internet they were lenient on testing the kids. So for me, I think with this new discovery, say in Kolano, they are really suffering as a result of the spread of the COVID-19. They are contracting it. One, the schools should be should actually be strict on the protocols. That is one. We are kora we teachers say share so what I say. Also they should maintain the physical or social distancing. It is very, very important. Because your case akwala unya bibi no they kon nano like other person in that kind of thing. Say how can my mask is nicer than yours. Don't wear yours some. Oh, like so akwala ni manu. Do you get me? So but then it all begins from the parents. They have to really talk to their words about the COVID-19 disease. Say a chiwa unya. See. So when you go to school, don't take anyone's pen. Don't take anyone's eraser. Any sign manu. I think so it's really going to help. But then only one colony crown, the same colony crown area from primary 1 to 4, say primary 1 to 3 crown on betting a fika cra. Because I mean, even though education but then what is education when you are losing your future leaders? What is the essence? Do you get what I'm saying? So they should really find a nice way of arriving to finding a remedy.
Problem.
Could be whole crying day. I don't know. And said a problem.
That's an idea.
Quite like here. So, but you say like you grow up not knowing. Then maybe later in the years, upon several tests, then it will be disclosed to you. Say, oh, COVID debut. Do you get me? Now, no sir, no new but are affecting the future greatly. And my emphasis is on greatly. Yes, because also generation.
Oh yes.
Yeah, so starting generation.
So
it's a worrying situation.
Oh yes.
And she said, "Yes, vaccine. If you need to expedite the arrival of the vaccine now, the procurement and the arrival of the vaccine now, I think we need to do.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know. Listen, I said to just say the members of parliament, they were charged to do a mandatory test.
Yeah.
And they were shying away.
Yeah.
I don't know why. But vaccine also bad. They have to start from the chambers.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes, on
Yes, my brother.
One month after one, a chrome mindful.
I mean, like, why would you even bring in
fake vaccines? Some of the original ones, but warm. One can say a cry.
Why would you bring in the fake vaccines?
I don't say a cry out.
No matter the
now,
cost.
when you see your MP going in for that vaccine, one so because me MP cry.
I mean, like that would be a draconian approach.
Well,
yes, that would be a draconian approach.
Still, because this thing that is happening, why?
So that would be a draconian approach, and I don't think so. With with having the nation's the nation at heart, I don't think our honorable members are going to do that, because they are too honorable to indulge themselves in that. So for me, she's testing me free, and there are some rumors going on. Say
when willingly when you go and are free, Tebia will be too coin now for year with your cat.
Oh, okay, but just a walk in.
See, I yet here your phone show na move across sorry so or testing. That one it is free.
Me say me testing chair.
So free you buy and chair. Yeah,
testing chair. Me testing is not me be. It is me status.
We be and come more ba.
Me status.
We be and come more.
You mask. Sure, me cry. So that is it. I think it's a issue also no. I say you deal with it because they are a national asset.
Oh,
yes, they are a national asset.
Kolano here ti train na ya say as BBR say ya de buan kolano na omutumi nya da apomidin ya obetumi ahwe echirima no say ya na etumi e de bo mu but ye kai tie for say mu bompa ya na mo abobi ama TT of a year taxi driver fame.
Could be sent start here. Why am share by you?
Oh, bumpire, my TT because
no don't kakrana.
TT, say, yes, and it's a very critical when it comes to the heart.
Yeah. One of the vital organs in the body.
No, the pulse at us or the pulse at us. No. The Mompire Matiti na Nakopon sustaining my or may any Japan into yes, your Mompire man na into me as sustaining.
Now, Kobby,
yeah,
we say Mahama Ayaga, a honorable member.
Yeah,
or the Batu Jasenka, young suspended the paying of fees for tertiary students now, Omoko level 100. No?
Yeah,
in a parliament, Edison Seminary then. Set the motion before the house. They set the motion before the house.
They pay the school fees.
Yes, but upon deliberations, motion it has been rejected before the house. Yes, and Haruna Ijisu or the assembly to just say vote against Ayaga's motion shows NPP not ready to cooperate. No, there's some about to Jan or say mo the motion aba now man cooperate na ya boagua na just say you are not ready to work hand in hand with the NDC caucus until also he is filming there now Mahama Yaga so or the motion ko no or see he is scandalized over rejection of motion for absorption of tertiary fees.
Yes, there was a problem when GIJ for instance there was this online demonstration against.
Online demonstration.
Yes.
She said the virtual.
Against the rise in the school fees, and nothing happened. I mean, has been ignored.
Now online demonstration.
People think, but
like the online registration, how was it like? Demonstration.
Oh, you know, posting on your WhatsApp status and
okay.
letters to the. Well, but the thing is, there was a problem. There was a pandemic. That lockdown, for instance, money, food, everything, and you are asking children to pay 2,310. I mean, it's not fair. And they were demonstrating, they were writing letters, online groups, changing a whole lot of things, but nothing came out of it. So I'm not even surprised that the parliament is of food. But I was expecting them to do something about it for us, because we are all Ghanaians and we pay school fees. We do, and we are even doing online. Look at this. You know, it's not fair. It's not fair. We buy our own data aside paying this huge amount of school fees. What are we going to do about that? At least give us data. That was give us data, then we'll be okay. But we buy our own data, we do everything, and still you don't want to reduce the school fees. Well, we've paid it already, but I think they should do something about it. It shouldn't be stagnant. They should do something about it.
Wow. For you, I every Yakupon Yaduma Monday. Okay.
Because be na man kabidi ana ehun asem kede na Kobby senior mini about the children which means say you kind of create, but then don't you think said me? I think said the motion, it was a bit too late because now students, obia almost school fees in a year.
No, but so much area doesn't mean money for enco at least.
Money is not refundable.
But when the parliament kasa.
But you see, how is it, Charlie Kobby? It's going to be complicated.
This reminds me, way back in senior high school, I think the president said he had paid some parts of the school fees for the third-year students at that time, and I was part. So I paid the school fees before he gave that statement, and they were supposed to refund the money, refund about 200 cedis. They told us to write letters, sign. Nothing happened.
Lots of bureaucracy,
and they could be kutuku.
You see, Ghana has to get a refund. It is easier for a camel to go